The Appellate Division First Department is now in session. Good morning and welcome to this Honorable Court's admissions ceremony. Ms. Schwartz, please proceed.
Good morning and may it please the court. I, Sharon Schwartz, staff counsel to this court's Committee on Character and Fitness, am honored this morning to present to the court 35 applicants for admission to the bar. Further, I am pleased to report that the committee has examined the records of each applicant appearing here today. Accordingly, on behalf of the committee, I certify that each applicant appearing here this morning does possess the requisite character and fitness to merit admission to the bar of the state of New York, and therefore I do hereby move for their admission.
Thank you. Typically, our court is known for its quick disposition of motions, and today will be no different. So, Ms. Schwartz, on behalf of this court, I grant your motion and ask that you please convey the thanks to the committee members for their pro bono service in conducting the review process required for the admission of new attorneys. We are eternally grateful for their service. The clerk of the court, Ms. Margaret Soha, will now administer the oath of office.
Good morning, Justice Mazanet. Good morning, candidates. Candidates, please raise your right hand. I'm going to recite the oath in the form of the question. At the end, I will ask you to unmute your microphones and respond by saying, "I do." Do you solemnly swear or affirm to support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Attorney and Counselor at Law according to the best of your ability? Please unmute your microphones and respond by saying, "I do."
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Congratulations, attorneys. You may lower your hand and please remute your microphone.
I now invite my colleagues to unmute their mics and give our new attorneys a well-deserved round of applause. It is our custom that one of our justices gives welcoming remarks, and today that pleasure falls to me. So, this day and ceremony, I assure you, will fade into memory in short order. Therefore, it is vitally important that you each try to take a moment and be still so that you might take in the enormity of this day. Savor it. After all, you've earned it. And please don't allow the fact that because of our continuing issues with the pandemic that we cannot come together in person and do this in the courthouse does not diminish the enormity of your accomplishment. So please embrace it. Notwithstanding this virtual ceremony, this is a wonderful milestone in your lives. We also know that all of these accomplishments in our lives and our personal triumphs are seldomly accomplished alone. So we join your family and friends in celebrating you and them for their support during your journey to this place. 30 years ago or so, I sat where you are, filled with excitement and great hope for the future. And while I do not recall which justice gave remarks or what he said, and I do know it was a he because then there were no women in this court, it is obvious from today's bench that that is no longer the case. I do, however, remember that the remarks were succinct. Thus, I promise to impart upon you the same gift, as I understand that it is only I that now stands between you and the celebration that I hope awaits you. Today, you join the ranks of a noble profession, rich in history and tradition, the million jokes about lawyers notwithstanding. Take those in stride as people find them hilarious until they actually need a lawyer. Over the ages, we have served our nation in a dual capacity, that of attorney and social engineer. As a result, throughout our nation's history, our work is inextricably woven into the social fabric of our American society. Attorneys have been at the forefront of every industry, field, practice of law, social movement in this country. This would, of course, include the historical periods of the civil rights, the women's rights, voting rights, and human rights movements of our nation. Indeed, currently, the aftermath of this pandemic and the tragic war that rages on in Ukraine will likewise be at the forefront of the extensive work for lawyers that will lie ahead. Attorneys have and continue to utilize their law degrees in and serve in all segments of society. We are legislators, corporate officers, directors, entrepreneurs, educators, CEOs, you name it, we do it. As a profession, we are called upon to grapple and solve some of the most difficult legal and social issues facing our society and our world. In recent years, our courts have guaranteed every citizen's right to love and marry the person of their choice. I suspect the social justice issues of our time, be they environmental, racial, gender equality, to name just a few, will continue to wind their way through our system until they achieve a national resolution. Thus, counselors, never forget the import of the work we toil in on a daily basis. I think President Teddy Roosevelt captured it best when he said, "The credit belongs to those people who are actually in the arena, who know the great enthusiasms, the great devotion to a worthy cause, who at best know the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst fail while daring greatly, so that their place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat." So regardless of how you choose to use your law degree, remember always that the great power of your license comes with a concomitant and awesome responsibility. The rules that govern our conduct as attorneys are in place to ensure the fulfillment of that standard. Carry yourself with dignity and respect both in and out of the courtroom. Be civil and courteous in your discourse. It truly is contagious. Maintain your integrity and understand that the old adage, your word is your bond, lives on. Always be prepared. That's a good reputation to develop. And above all things, don't neglect to pass forward your good fortune by providing pro bono service wherever possible. And not just the new mandatory minimums, but whenever the dictates of justice require a call to action. I assure you that your pro bono work that you will do will become some of the most satisfying of your professional career, if for no other reason than that you made a real difference, win or lose, in the life of a person in need. That service is nothing less than a blessing to both the giver and the recipient. So as I bid you farewell, let me leave you with the following simple philosophy that I try to adhere to. Excellence is the result of caring more than others think is wise, risking more than others think is safe, dreaming more than others think is practical, and expecting more than others think is possible. Once again, on behalf of this honorable court, congratulations, good luck, and enjoy the balance of your day. This honorable court stands adjourned.
The justices and Ms. Sowell will now log off, and the new attorneys will stay on with me.